I'm 07 Kami, and this is a short guide on how to mage and melee skip. Timestamps for the sections are in the description box below. Before you learn skipping, you should be familiar with Ohm's cycle and know how to run. If not, you should do more raids before learning how to skip. I explain both in another video, I'll link it in the description box below. I've broken it down into 5 steps. 1. Make sure it's mage set. 2. Be on the mage running tile. 3. When Ohm turns from melee to mage, step on the middle tile. 4. Tank ahead and move to the melee side immediately. Now you have skipped the special. 5. When Ohm turns, run back to the mage running tile, and repeat. After Ohm does his second auto attack, if there's anyone in his field of view, he'll do his special. So when the Major runs out of his field of view, Ohm doesn't detect anyone to do his special on, turns, and moves on to the next auto attack instead. This is what we call skipping specials. As long as there's more people on the mage side, and hitting mage hand more than a 0, Ohm will turn from melee to mage. As such, mages can stand on this row to attack and Ohm's head will turn. You step to the middle as Ohm can't flame wall you since he can't throw the wall around you. The middle is the furthest his auto attacks will hit when he's looking mage or melee. And it also takes less time to move to the other side so you can make the skip. You have to tank ahead, if not Ohm will turn back immediately and auto attack melee. After you tank ahead, you move out of Ohm's field of vision to the melee side. Ohm detects no one there, doesn't do his special, and he turns back to melee to repeat his auto attack again. You run back to the mage running tile and just repeat, and you skip specials the entire time. I've broken it down into 6 steps. 1. Make sure it's melee set. 2. Be in the melee safe zone. 3. As Ohm turns his head, run to thumb. 4. Tank ahead at thumb and run to the mage running row. 5. As Ohm turns mage, run back to thumb and hit melee hand. 6. If you hit a 0 on melee hand, follow step 2 where you run to the melee safe zone and repeat. Otherwise, if you hit more than a 0, you can skip to step 4 where you just stay at thumb and prepare to tank ahead. We usually start on the melee safe spot tile. In case the head turns middle or the hand cripples, you won't be at the thumb taking damage for no reason. As Ohm turns melee, you can run to thumb and prepare to skip, as it is too far to run from melee safe spot row. After his second auto attack, he'll do his special, but when you run out of Ohm's melee view, he doesn't detect anyone to do his special on and he doesn't do it. If you hit a 0 on melee hand, Ohm won't turn his head, so you need to run to melee safe spot side to make Ohm turn his head. Otherwise, you can just stay at thumb and continue skipping from there. All are time-stamped as well. You can skip with any weapon. With a 4-tick weapon like Tentacle Whip, Dragon Hunter Lance, Trident or Sang, you should be able to do 4 hits on Ohm's hands for every auto attack he does to you while skipping. With a Scythe however, you can only get 3 hits, which is a lot worse. So if the melee has Scythe, the team should be Mage Skipping and just let the Scyther go ham on the melee hand. Also with Mage Skipping, there's less chances of missing the skip since you literally have like 1 tile to walk to compared to 4 for melee. As the runner, you want to give the skippers a good area just in case they get hit by any phase-specific attacks. Normally, if there are a lot of runners, they'll give the first 2 rows and run on the 3rd row if it's a melee skipper. But if it's a mage skipper, everyone runs on the 1st row, so the mage skipper has all the space to skip at the back. You can immediately tell what set it is when the hand uncripples. It will be the opposite of where Ohm is looking. So if Ohm looks mage when the hand uncripples, it will be melee set, and vice versa. When the hand is crippled, specials don't happen. So if it is a melee skipper, they stay at the melee save spot, switch to mage gear, and long ranges mage hand from there until the hand uncripples. However, for mage skipper, he has to continue skipping in order to keep the head turning. I will be making a separate video on Ohm's field of view and direction priority as to why this happens. At the beginning of every phase, if you spec and immediately run to the mage area, Ohm turns his head mage first, and that immediately sets it mage. This is called Insta-setting. Everyone can prepare to spec on Thumb and immediately run to the mage area. Ohm hits once, and when you insta-set, he turns mage and hits a second time, and specials happen as he turns away from mage, which means that it's mage set. If you are late and the hit middles where Ohm hits you a second time, just stay melee running row and it'll mage set, since Ohm does his special while turning to the melee side. That's the end of the video. This took a lot of time to edit. I really hope this helped you understand skipping a bit better, and please try it out for yourself. You can't do things without making mistakes in the beginning, so don't worry too much about it. Credits are in the description box, and if you have any questions for this one, please comment them down below. Thank you!